The Last Supper was painted by the master artist Leonardo da Vinci. In fact, Jesus did not serve any food at this supper but gave it to some disciples, knowing that he was about to die, so he had to use his pure body. The kingdom of heaven has come to Tongxi. Jesus calmly told everyone that there was a man in here who would betray the 12 disciples. After hearing this, they quickly fell into a state of anxiety and tension. They even doubted whether they were faithful to God or not. However, in this group only Judas was very afraid, but he acted calmly because he had 30 coffins before. Mount Olive is also called Mount Circumstances, where he told the disciples many things about the future and even prophesied for some people about the future. Dear Saint Peter, only patience and steadfastness, keeping the motive of faith and working separate from the world, can escape the delusion of Mulan and enter the eternal realm. Then go to where the community criticizes to pray alone. His life to redeem humanity from sin. It was time to lead, but thinking of the torture he was about to receive. Occupying territory was asking God to overthrow the government. Which kind did not accept his pain and endure in this world. Jesus increased his strength, and Jesus and his painful prayers were more real than his sweat was like drops of blood falling on the ground. Perhaps Jesus was just trying to make everyone famous in the early days. This is his determination to sacrifice to redeem the world. After praying, Jesus returned to where the disciples were, but these people were all asleep, so all members of Jesus' church woke up and played. Judas came here. There must have been many soldiers with sticks, including some Jewish priests and some folk leaders. Then he walked from the podium to Jesus. He tried to invite those behind him in a friendly way. At the same time, Jesus among the disciples was very moved. They tried to fight these hypocrites to death, and Peter, who was daring, took a knife and slashed people like a servant. But even at this moment, Jesus used his magical weapon to heal the wounded, who had lost a lot, but these stickholders were still healthy as usual. Generally, anyone who teaches every day can imagine how hypocritical these Jews are for their own benefit. At the same time, they wanted to remember what Jesus said. His disciples fled here one by one. And Jesus, as predicted, was held by representatives of soldiers in the yard and let people treat him gently.